Hello, my name is Andy and I am the Village Idiot, and welcome to the parish notice board on October the 24th. Now, this week I'm going to be doing this one by walking around a place to give you a little bit more in the way of clues as to where I am for this week's Guess Where I Am. So, here's your first clue. I'm on a road, a major road, well, major-ish road. Anybody any ideas from that? No? Well, there's going to be a couple more clues yet. Let's get to it. Okay, so the first thing on the agenda this week is, of course, last week's Guess Where I Am answer. And it was recorded quite hastily last week. I didn't really have time to do one in an actual parish. Well done if you got it. I was in Rotherham and I was in Rosehill Park in Rawmarsh, not far away from where I live. So well done if you got that. Let's move on to the actual notices now. Let's see what I've got for you this week. Okay, so the first thing to talk about is the live stream. That's the most important thing. That is coming your way tomorrow between the hours of 7 and 8 p.m. Don't forget to tune in on here on YouTube to see what I've got going down for you on this live stream. I'll be honest with you, it's not really anything specific. It's really just a bit of feedback on the first videos that have voiceovers on them. If you haven't seen my Pillam episode, that's the first one that used the voiceover technique. I've made some more since. You haven't seen those yet. But really it's just going to be sort of a feedback session on that and anything else you'd like to ask me, really. It's been a long time since I did a live stream, so I think I'm due one. So that's coming tomorrow night at between the hours of 7 and 8 p.m. here on YouTube. I'll put links everywhere so that you can click them and join the live stream when it starts. Here's your second clue. It's a war memorial, and this war memorial, if I just pan the camera around a bit, there's a nice village green here, which is where it stands. That's your second clue. Let's move on. Okay, so the next thing to talk about revolves around what you may have seen the last couple of Mondays on my Facebook page. I've decided now to put out on a Monday a list of which videos are coming out in the week ahead. I think it's something I'm going to stick with. So if you want to know what's upcoming, all you have to do is check in on a Monday morning on my Facebook page and you'll see what's coming up. I think that's a good way to go about letting people know what's coming up. I, generally speaking, haven't done that before because I like the element of surprise. I always have done. But I think it's about time now that you guys knew what was coming up, when it was coming up. So yeah, every Monday I will put a list up showing which ones are coming out in the coming week. Right, here's another clue for you. In fact, it's two clues in one. I'm on the corner of Bright Street. Bright Street. Now, the reason I say this is two clues in one is because one of them is the name of the street, and also another clue, quite an obvious one, is the colour of this street sign. If you recognise where these street signs are found, that'll narrow it down a little bit for you. Okay, the next thing to talk about is to do with the actual presentation of the videos. I've decided to change ever so slightly the presentation of each video. Instead of doing it as like a walk around, I've experimented with a couple of videos in Bolsover that are coming up. Those are Pinxton and South Normanton, just to warn you, whereby I group things together. So all the pubs are grouped together, all the churches are grouped together, things like that. It makes it easier for me to do my voiceover. So hopefully you won't mind that. And the first one of those, like I said, will be Pinxton, and that's going to come out not this Tuesday, but the Tuesday after, I think. Yes, the Tuesday after. So hopefully that's something else you can give me a little bit of feedback about. Hopefully it's going to be okay. They seem all right, and the voiceover seems to work with it, for me at least. But of course, it's not up to me, it's up to you guys. You're the ultimate judge of things like that. Okay, the last thing I want to talk about this week, as always, is the coming week. And next week I won't be doing any filming at all because I have other commitments. But it's okay, I've still got some things I need to edit, so I'm still going to be busy. But obviously with no filming, it gives me a bit more freedom. So you may see me a bit more active in the comments section on YouTube, a bit more active on Facebook, you know, replying to comments. I'm a little bit lax with that sometimes, so I might have a little bit of a catch-up session next week, but there certainly won't be any filming next week. So yeah, it's a bit of a week off, but there's still plenty of things coming out next week, so you won't be short of anything. And that's just about it for the parish notice board this week. I've got one final clue for you in terms of guess where I am, and that's this building that's behind me. Does anybody know where this is? If you do, comment your answer down there in the comments section. And that's just about it for the parish notice board on October the 24th. And I've been Andy, also known as the Village Idiot, and I'll see you next week. I'm out.